I'm recording.
All right, give me
A deck tech
give me a
for
second
green
here.
creatures.
Give me a fucking second. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm
Howie.
recording. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. I am Levi.
And I'm Howie. And today, we're going to talk about specifically our top 10 green creature cards in Magic the Gathering for Commander. Because that's all we play.
Yeah, that's all we play. And the green creatures here are just really good. And if you've been playing Commander for at all, you've probably seen some of these cards.
You've probably seen all of them, honestly.
Yeah, you might have
Some
seen
of them, honestly, yeah, they're all really good.
Yeah.
So,
let's kick it off.
Let's kick it off. You want to talk about Birds of Paradise?
It's a funny ongoing joke of ours that I love Birds of Paradise, but you can't really go wrong with it, especially in green. I mean, it's flying. Yeah, it's a creature, but it's one green and it taps for 1 mana of any color. The amount of times this has helped me get out my big creatures or my big commander, I couldn't tell you how many times. I love this thing to death. Birds of Paradise is just sick. It finds its home in many formats, not just Commander. It's just overall such a good mana dork. One of the better ones.
And it taps for any color, like you said, and that's super relevant.
That's like the most relevant part of it.
That's like the most relevant part of it. There's not a lot of I don't know any other creatures except for that new Lord of the Rings thing. I don't know if you've seen that.
That monstrosity.
That monstrosity. I kind of don't like it. It's too good. But besides that, it's just birds. I think that's 1 mana tap for any color. Let's move on to the second one, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Bloom Tender. It's 1 and a green for an elf druid. It's a 1/1. And it has tap for each color among permanents you control. Add 1 mana of that color.
I gotta tell you something about this one. This is one that I feel like some people, when you first read it, it doesn't seem that good at first. But the more you think about it and the more you play with it, the more you're like, oh my goodness, this thing can tap for 3, 4 sometimes at a time. Even more.
Yeah, it's 5 at maximum.
5 at max. Yeah, 5 at maximum.
It's super cool. I play this in my 4-color Omnath deck. It, comes down turn 2, so it helps get Omnath down on turn 3, and then next turn it taps for 4 mana.
Yeah, as the kids say, that slaps.
It slaps pretty cool. It slaps right on sideways and taps and gives you some stuff. It's pretty cool. I like this one a lot, and I think people should. I don't know. In any 2-color deck, I would say it's totally worth a slot.
Yeah. If it has 2 or more colors, I think that it's just a solid include. You can't go wrong with it, really. Unless it doesn't have green in those, unless it somehow doesn't have green. Eternal Witness. For 1 and 2 green. When it enters the battlefield, you may return target card from your graveyard to your hand. This is super multi-purpose. I've used this card for more ramp. I've used it for more removal. It's just a nasty card.
It's anything.
It's a creature attached to putting a card into your hand from your graveyard, recursion.
And that makes it real good. It can block, it can attack, it can enter the battlefield more than once with a blink deck.
It is just
what
such
else
a
does
good
it do?
green
I don't know.
creature.
It's versatile. I like it a lot. I think that you don't need a reason to put this in your deck besides it has green.
Yeah, honestly, if
for real,
if I have green in my deck, I usually include Eternal Witness or some sort of thing like Eternal Witness.
But, yeah, and there's a lot of creature-based decks that care about you casting creature spells. So your Beast Whisperers will draw you a card with this and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Super cool. Evolution Sage. I like this one a lot. It's 2 and a green for a 3/2 Elf Druid. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, proliferate. It goes in only certain decks, but I was just telling you before we recorded this video, pre-spoilers. if you have an infect deck, a poison counter deck, and it has green, this is the best card in your deck. Like,
Hands down.
any deck can play a fetch land, and all of a sudden this thing says each opponent gets 2 poison counters. That's really good.
Yeah, owie oofy. It just kind of hits you right in the. I was gonna say something that rhymes with oofy, but I won't say it. It is a good. It is such a good card for
Uh
like this very specific
oh.
instances. It just came to
It's
you.
I was buffering.
Yeah. Uh huh.
It's
So.
it's it's this is probably the most specific card on this list, S tier.
If we had a tier list, probably all of these would be on S tier, but this one would definitely be an S tier.
I'm gonna read the next one because I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Ramunap Excavator. It's 2 and a green for a Naga Cleric. 2/3. You may play lands from your graveyard. It's a second copy of Crucible of Worlds. Gets your fetch lands back.
If you
That's
have
all
a
I need to
landfall
say. It's
deck,
awesome.
if you yeah, gets your fetch lands back. I mean, honestly, and it's also you can't really, you can't have a landfall deck without him. I don't know.
Like, dude,
He's so good.
I play this card a lot, and you only need 1 fetch land for this thing to pop off. Let's say you have Azusa in play. You play 2 additional lands each turn. You got 1 Verdant Catacombs in your graveyard. You play it 3 times. It's insane.
Yeah, just you combo this with anything that allows you to play multiple lands a turn, and you're getting so many landfall triggers.
Yeah, or just ramping.
Or just ramping.
It's super cool. I like this card a lot. I remember when it came out and it was like 99 cents. I bought like 6 of them.
That is very smart. I wish I was there.
That was the one of the only Howie specs that really mattered, because I think this card, it's $7 now. It's not that's a 700% increase, you know? It's pretty cool.
Yeah, very good. Okay, let's go on to Reclamation Sage. When it enters, you may destroy target artifact or enchantment. This is on the same level of as Eternal Witness. Is like
I was thinking the same thing.
It's that removal. It's that thing just attached to a creature that just makes it that much better.
You can search for it. You can blink it. You can attack or block with it afterwards. It's pretty cool. I don't think there's a lot really to say about this. It's an elf. That'll matter a lot of the times. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is also one that you see in almost all green decks. Almost all. It's such a nasty card.
It's used a lot. This next one is in all of my green decks. It's called Sakura Tribe Elder. 1 and a green for a 1/1 Snake Shaman. It says sacrifice him to search your library for a basic land card and put that card onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. It's really cool. You can bring it down. It can be your 2-mana ramp, but you can also block with it before you sack it, so that's pretty cool. I like it a lot.
Yeah, he can, I mean, if you even care, he can trigger death triggers and stuff like that.
That's true.
You know, there's more to it than just getting a land. He's got, like you were even saying, he can sack in response to blocking, so there's a good reason why he's also kind of an auto-include for most things. Because, yeah, while he's used for ramp mostly, his versatility really shines through, making him just one of the top ramp cards to ever exist.
Yeah, I like him.
I like him more.
Read the bug.
Okay, Scoot Swarm. For 2 and a green. Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 green insect creature token. If you control 6 or more lands, you create a token that's a copy of Scoot Swarm instead. So if you got 6 or more lands, you're just doubling your amounts of Scoot Swarms every time a land gets on the field.
As far as an aggressive creature, any color, for 3 mana, this might be the best one.
Yeah, I mean, I've been at plenty of
1/1.
tables. I've been at plenty of tables where you see the Scoot Swarm come down, and it's an immediate threat. It's an immediate problem.
Like, Nobody plays Scoot Swarm fair.
No, no way.
And
And it's not uncommon to see several thousands of these things. Not
yeah,
uncommon at all.
and you only need like 48 of them to do some serious damage. You know what I mean? And there are a lot of ways, a lot of landfall ways to just abuse this. Even if you're not, even if you're not running a landfall deck and it's just a green deck and you're running fetch lands, it could totally be worth it. This card could come down and then all of a sudden you got 4 of them. Next turn you got 16 of them, and that's 16 1/1s for 3 mana is pretty fair to me. Like,
Don't
I
even
would
get
play
me
that.
started if you've got a token doubler either when you do this.
Oh,
It is just...
Then it's all over.
Yeah.
Colors for it.
Honestly, Scoot Swarm with Ramunap Excavator, that combo, oh
Yeah.
baby,
Oh,
so
baby.
good. Seedborn Muse, 3 and 2 green. Untap all permanents you control during each other player's untap step. This is one of those self-explanatory cards. You could probably be like a newborn child and read if that could read
Child.
a seed-born child who could also read, and if they could read, they could probably see
Who
that
could
this is
also
just such a good card.
Who could
And-
also seed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Need I say more?
when you
Such-
untap all your permanents, you're untapping all your lands. So this is almost like a green card that says, take extra turns during your opponent's turns.
actually grotesque.
It's pretty good. 5
Combo
mana is fair
this.
for this effect. I think it's super good.
I could go
S
on
tier
and on. Yeah, I could go on and on about how many good things there are about this. One that comes to mind is just anything like the most newest Omnath, where all your unused mana gets turned to black mana instead.
Yeah, you bank it, and then all
You
of a
can
sudden
bank
you're
it.
like quadrupling your mana every turn.
Yeah, it's actually insane.
Pretty good. I mean, even just being able to cast instant after instant after instant is very strong.
Yeah, it goes well with that. It goes well with banking, and it's not just even. We're only talking about lands here. I mean, this is also useful for artifacts and
Creatures with
creatures
tap
as well.
abilities.
Yeah, like the list just goes on and on.
Yeah, super good. It untaps your Birds of Paradise.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Gives everything pseudo vigilance on top of it. Number 10. Lotus Cobra. This is maybe, honest to God, my favorite non-legendary creature in the game. Like,
I
period.
believe it.
I like it a lot.
I believe it.
I should probably read what it does. It's 1 and a green for a snake. Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, add 1 mana of any color to 1. Like I said, even like with a fetch land, this becomes a 2 mana, like, get 2 mana back.
Oh,
It's really good. You can abuse it like crazy with cards like Scape Shift, tap all your lands, float, like, let's say you have 8 lands, you float 4 mana, and then you get 8 lands back, and now all of a sudden you have 12 mana for a 4 mana investment. Or, well, I guess that's 6, but you know what I mean, over the course of a couple turns. Splendid Reclamation, bring all your lands from your graveyard back. Here's all your stuff. All your
dude,
mana.
Those combos, they just take years off my life because they're so amazing.
I like this card a lot. It's my favorite. Honestly, it's my favorite non-legendary creature.
He's just
Probably.
so cool.
It's super cool.
And
I like
all
him
he
a
is
lot.
is just a snake. He's a little snake.
It's just a little snake.
Yeah.
I bet you I can count on my hand the amount of times I've attacked with him, but he's real cool.
yeah. Really useful creature.
Yeah.
But,
A lot of the cards on this list care about lands, like at least half of them, I think. but
yeah.
That's
And
what green does best.
a lot of these creatures may just come as a surprise to no one why this is our favorite, but
Nah, but these are the favorites.
of Levi and Howie's favorites. Yeah.
Thanks for watching Northwest Magic. Maybe check out one of our other videos if you want.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Let
thanks
us know.
and see ya.
let us know what your favorite green creatures are in the comments
Yeah,
as well.
let us know what number 11 is.
Yes, let us know what number 11 is. Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks and see ya.